Oh boy, folks, I am so nervous. Circling up from the mosh pit. It's Lorna Shore, Prison of Flesh. Now, these guys have been just iconic for me in the metal space. I checked out their trilogy of Pain Remains. It was the first time in a while that a metal song got me to openly weep my eyes out. But because of how heavily claimed it was, I couldn't even keep it up on YouTube. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Just when you make a sad, mournful song about losing someone close to you and scream it out in the middle of a cathedral, like you're screaming to God, it was just an iconic dissertation of pain. Yeah, I don't listen to it very often. But this one, I hope, I saw a few people, react to it and everything, so I hope it is okay to post. Some people are saying this is even like going to be like a horror film. And over here it says, "Your name is Rachel, you are home." And then she's sitting here with a completely unauthentic smile. So I'm excited. Link to this is going to be in the description. If you enjoyed this reaction, please support the people that made this. Okay, everyone's being fake. Oof. I just watched Weapons, which is a really good movie. I'm just nervous at camera movements. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Dude. Ugh. Whoa. Dude, the drumming is crazy. Ooh. Okay, first and foremost, I don't know why it doesn't have any subtitles. I'm not that prolific with my lyricism. With listening to the lyrics. Here we go. "I can't tell where to go. I'm falling unto twilight where the shadows meet my skin. Something has come over my mind. Slowly it eats me inside. I can feel they're coming to get me. I feel it closing in." Okay. So we got a lot of imagery of just fading and whatever it is, kind of toying with your mind, ripping you apart. Oof. And just with what we have here, where the kid's trying to get to the mom, the husband is like beside her, kind of looking at her, but you can tell that the light is just not there. He's faking his smile. It immediately makes me think of like her mind is gone, and there's that image, that idea of your name is Rachel and you are home. I think that's probably where it is. She's just not in her head anymore. Either dementia or swallowed up by a demon, something like that. Just crazy. Oh. Oh, and the dad is doing that too. Okay, and then he puts mom's hand on his head. Clearly a comforting thing that she had done for him before. But she's not responsive, so yeah, it's like just in a comatose state. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. whoa. So we're getting into a little bit more like horror type stuff. This isn't just some manifestation of a mind that's gone. This is like entrails out in the. That's like, yeah. So that's ripped out of the dude and like strung up on the trees and stuff. Holy smokes! Sheesh. Oh. Yeah, so if you're going back and forth between you apparently ripping apart your beloved and then just sitting there, that immediately makes me think of like a dormant demon or something. You know, you're kind of waiting, maybe making yourself look harmless and then just blam. Just by the extension of events where it's the family sitting, looking at her, and then they're vomiting up black when she's still sitting there, and then they're out in the woods and stuff. It makes me think that's like she's kind of led them into that false sense of security. Ooh. Ew. Oh, she's like eating him. Oh. So just with the da 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 on the guitar, and it sounds like a little bit of synth in the background, almost like an orchestral thing. They had a lot of that in the Pain Remains trilogy. So I really like how, even though the vocals are still just as pulsating as ever, we kind of give this grandiosity to the chorus, and that's so cool. I really, really like that. Because it does kind of, it even if we're not initially understanding the chorus, or we're not reading along with it or something, it does give us this idea of like this grand, either it's grand and scary, or it's grand and like, wow, it makes you think, that kind of thing. Ooh. Okay, so then the kid, he's succumbed to it at this point. I'm wondering if that's because he was trying to get at the doors. I wonder if they kind of locked him inside that same room. So he was like trying to run but wasn't able to escape. I love the blast beats on the drums. Great acting on that kid's part. I also, I just noticed that Will was like really contorting his arms and stuff. I wonder if it's easier to do that when you don't have a mic in your hand. It's like, well, I got to do something in my hand. I'm not holding a mic. I just got to just get into it. Ooh. Dude, the videography. Ooh. Oh, yucky, icky. Oh, I hated that. That was so visceral. Yes, we have the black goopy goop. But for the stomach to protrude and then she just throws her head back, mouth open, like, oh my gosh. That's crazy. I also was going to say, I'm in this ADHD spill of thoughts as the moments continue. But however they do videography in rain or anything like that, to know how and when to zoom in on stuff, I don't know if they just do a lot of distant shots, and then because it's on such a high definition camera, you can just zoom in on whatever you want and do whatever editing you want to after that, like blurry to clear processing or what have you. I wonder. Because again, I don't do any videography stuff. I don't know how people do it, unless you just have an eye for like, oh, at this point he's going to be moving his guitar back, and then I'm going to get a sweet shot of him plucking the strings. It's got to be kind of fun for the stringed instruments, at least, to just kind of kind of fake play it. You know, you're out in the rain, you're not able to hit everything perfectly, but you just rock out, you know, just like Will doing this. But it's gotta suck for the drums, you know. I can't even imagine it. Maybe they just all have like these inner earbuds that are just noise canceling, so they're not even hearing the drums, like, you know, whatever it sounds like in the rain. It's crazy. Oh, that was up in her heart. Whoa. Ew. Ooh. Just that jerk back into sitting down is oh my gosh. Holy smoke. Oh, that was a C-section right there. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Ew. Oh my god. I don't know what it is in horror movies that does this so disgustingly, but it's like everything looks too glisteny. You know what I mean? So it just makes blood look even more goopy and like not something you need to see outside of the body, you know? But it feels so like it doesn't belong. You're just like, oh, that's not where any of that's supposed to be. Go back. And she's like cradling it, like, ooh. Oh gosh. Oh, and it's reaching its arms up. Oh my gosh. Wait a sec. Is the river just blood, or what happened? Or is she trying to wash it off and then like drink water at the same time? Kind of dual purpose after the delivery. Whoa. Jeez, go man, go. Jeez. Whoa, who is that? And then we go back to that. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I don't like any of that. No, thank you. Dude, that drop register. Dude. Holy smokes. Frickin' Will. Will Ramos, you insane mad lad. Huh. Interesting. Now, I wonder if that is... indicative of like, I don't know, like that dormant spirit now being like, well, where do I go from here? Because interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I could give my thoughts, but I want to hear yours in the comments. You guys let me know. Obviously, a link to this is going to be in the description. Go support the people that made this. If you enjoyed this stuff, I might have to blur something later. I don't know how YouTube will be with this kind of thing, but yeah, we'll just have to see. This was really something. I mean, whether or not you like the lyricism or, certain stylistic choices of this is top tier stuff in metal, and I'm just amazed by it. And that's all I got to say about that. So I will see you next time.